Siri is a virtual assistant that can perform useful tasks all through verbal commands. Every modern iPhone is equipped with Siri, but how do you use it? The first part of this video will go over the settings for Siri, as well as the settings for Siri under the Accessibility tab. The second part of this video will provide you with many of the essential commands and what they do. Let's start with Accessibility settings. Open up your Settings app, then scroll down to the Accessibility tab. You will recognize it by the icon with the stick figure inside of a circle. At the bottom of Accessibility, under General, there is a tab marked Siri. The first setting is Type to Siri. By turning this on, you will have the option to type out your commands instead of speaking them. You have three options for spoken responses. These control when Siri is allowed to speak to you. You can have it always speak to you even when silent mode is turned on, have it only speak to you when silent mode is turned off, or have it only speak to you when you say, "Hey Siri." You can set it so that your phone will always listen for "Hey Siri," even when your phone is facing down or covered. Lastly, you can toggle whether the app that you're using is still visible when you bring up Siri. Going back to the main settings page, two tabs below Accessibility is Siri and Search. This is where the rest of the Siri settings are. First, you can have your phone listen for "Hey Siri." Alternatively, you can have Siri show up by pressing the Home button. Both of these options can be turned on at the same time. If you turn them both off, you will be prompted to turn off Siri. If you do turn off Siri and you want to turn it back on, you can return to this page and turn on one or both of these options. Next is Allow Siri when locked, which will allow you to use Siri while you are on your lock screen and when your phone is asleep. You will have to enter your phone password when turning this on. You can select a language and voice for Siri to your preference. By tapping Siri Responses, you will see the same Spoken Responses option that was in the Accessibility tab with two new options. Always Show Speech and Always Show Siri Captions will show you a transcript of what you have spoken to Siri and what Siri has said back. Announce Calls lets you toggle when Siri will verbally tell you that you have a call. You can have Siri always announce calls only when you have your headphones connected or are connected to your car, headphones only, or have Siri never announce your calls. My Information allows you to choose a name from your contacts for Siri to register as you. You will most likely use your own name, but in the case that you have another phone number or other reason for not using the default name and phone number, this setting is for you. Siri and Dictation History will allow you to delete your Siri interactions from Apple servers. The reason for this is that Apple transcribes your interactions for their own purposes. Turning on Show in Lookup will alter the way you search for information. If you highlight a word or selection of text and tap Look Up, you will be shown suggestions from Siri relating to that word or phrase. You can also turn on or off Show in Spotlight, which similarly provides suggestions on the Spotlight screen. To get to the Spotlight screen, go to your home screen by pressing the button at the bottom of your phone and swiping right. You toggle whether Siri suggestions are made through notifications, in the app library in Spotlight, when sharing content, and when you are listening to something. Below these settings is a list of apps that can be individually customized in regards to Siri. You can toggle Learn from this app, which will cause Siri to analyze your choices in the app and to affect how Siri interacts with you. You can show both the app and the content from the app in your searches. Lastly, you can show suggestions for the app on the home screen, allow the app to be suggested, and allow notifications from Siri suggesting the app. Let's move on to the Siri commands. There are many different verbal commands you can use with Siri, but I'm only going to focus on the essential ones. For a more comprehensive list of Siri commands, see the link in the description. To bring up Siri, hold down the Home button or say, "Hey Siri." You can ask Siri to call or text someone in your contacts by saying "call blank" or "text blank." If the person you want to call or text is not in your contacts, you can say the number of the person you are trying to reach. The same applies for FaceTime. Say FaceTime blank to initiate a video call. If you have your email account set up on your phone, you can say send an email to blank and then dictate the email. You can tell Siri to open an app by saying open and then the name of the app. You can also turn on or off any settings without having to navigate through the setting app. Just say turn on blank or turn off blank. Volume can be controlled by saying lower volume to blank %, increase volume to blank %, or mute my phone. Note that muting the phone is not the same as silencing it. If you mute your phone, videos and apps will not make noise, but text messages and calls will. To silence your phone, flip the switch on the left side of your phone to orange. To check if a business or organization is open, say is blank open right now. You have two options for setting alarms with Siri. If you want to set an alarm for the next morning, say wake me up at blank, with the blank being the time. Alternatively, you can say set an alarm for blank. With this second option, you can also specify what day of the week the alarm is for. To set an appointment with someone, say set an appointment with blank at blank, with the second blank being the time of the appointment. To cancel, say cancel appointment with blank at blank. You could ask, what appointments do I have today, or what appointments you have for any other day. You can set a reminder by saying remind me to blank at blank, with the second blank being a time, date, or location. To initiate a GPS route, say take me to blank. If you don't know what the closest location of an organization is, for example, the nearest CVS, say where's the nearest blank. I hope that we have been able to help you in better understanding how Siri works. For more disability resources, check out the other videos on this channel or go to our website at independencenorthwest.org.